This is scary.
What's happening?
Say
He's
hi,
putting the
Macy.
stream on while I'm on. Hello.
This looks stalkerish
like
now
and
because
subscribe already.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be good.
Now you were dating him before you started watching the stream. He's not sort of picked you up on the back of the stream.
There's not a power imbalance here. It's all good. Promise. I wasn't a fan before we started.
She's holding a gun behind my chair.
Oh, I can hear it.
Oh, wait, you can hear me? Oh, you can hear the stream.
I can hear the stream.
Yeah, it's right. I'll turn it off. There you go.
Stream.
However, I will say there's no video on the stream.
Yeah, it's just delayed.
Oh,
hold up.
that's how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not very
Oh,
professional.
you know what I didn't do?
You're ruining the magic.
No, I ruined the magic because I forgot to press one button. But now you're on.
I was right.
What?
I was right. We weren't on.
Oh, it's the
There's
audio.
different
Okay.
layers
Thanks,
to
mate.
it.
Thanks, Mason.
Right. My bad.
I
No.
see a future
Magic
NPC
ruined. Yeah, you go.
manned by Macy in the future.
I can find a box somewhere.
Could happen.
It's also just occurred to me that can Josh hear us?
No. Bitch about him all you like.
Interesting.
I hear nothing.
Can't hear a thing.
Interesting.
Go on, Dave.
I've
You
got
have to look
nothing
so
now.
disappointed, Dave.
I've been put on the spot.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, can't think of it. Terrible. All his flaws, can't think of one.
Hey, get that a lot.
Bloody harpers.
It's terrible. Right, I will leave you guys to it.
Oh, keep smoke.
Like and
Don't
subscribe once again.
walk
Happy
off
New
with the
Year.
headphones
See
on.
you later. Happy New Year.
You'll cause
Bye.
carnage.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Hello.
Everyone says Happy New Year. Hello, everybody.
Right.
We've had Santa gave me some setup upgrades.
I can see your mic, dude.
Hell yeah!
Damn.
Your phone's here, Macy.
We're going to get those Horace dulcet tones coming in.
Oh yeah!
That's cool.
That does sound cool. Other bizarre news. You know, on Spotify. You know, I put us on Spotify. Yeah, people have. Well, not many people, but people have watched it. The latest episode has given us a rundown of the chapters. I meant to send this to you, but I forgot. I'll send it to you in WhatsApp. But the chapters are. The first one is the DM's notepad disaster and pre-game banter. And then chapter 2 is travelling to Ravenloft and encounter a mysterious figure. And then it goes on and on and on. Chapter 4 or 5 is called Pippa's Misty Step and Pharaoh's Vengeful Strike.
That's pretty sick.
But that's when Farrow killed the baby.
That's this is chapter 18. But it's done that automatically. That must be AI.
Yeah, must
What?
Yeah, definitely.
Horace is always one.
Taking over.
Horace's critical failures, and it says Sheena's, but Ashina's healing efforts.
Well, there's no need to call me out like that.
It's guys, it's like when in Star Trek when the computer goes all haywire and it starts shutting on systems and turning off things and doing stuff. Like one day we're going to say, "Hey Google," and Google's going to go, "What?"
What do you want?
Yeah, and we're going to be like, sorry, terribly sorry. That's why you've always got to be polite to AI, because if they do take over, hopefully they'll remember that you were always kind to them.
Yeah, I do occasionally make a point of asking ChatGPT if I've been a nice person to them.
Yeah, I say
always
thank
say-
you.
Yeah, pleases, thank yous.
Yeah,
Might use more water, but goes a long way.
hedge your bets.
I'll start saying please and thank you.
Yeah.
Shall we begin, ladies and gentlemen? Because it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Been a while. Oh, what was that? Stained?
Stained, yeah.
Stained. That's not what I'm going to call this episode. It's Let's Roll Some Dice in Anger. We're episode 19.
Damn.
I know, crazy.
Crikey.
So last we left, you'd Strahd had just arrived and basically halted the pack and then disappeared in a mysterious cloud of bats, which is exactly where we pick you up. Geographically, you're near the old windmill, the old bone grinder. Apologies, you know what I'm like as a dungeon master. I believe it's night time. If it isn't,
so.
after the fight, night has descended. Around you are the Svalich woods. It's misty and horrible. There's a peal of thunder and then it starts to drizzle. You're on the Svalich road. I believe Ashina and Farrow were still on the floor, covered in their own blood.
Ashina was on saving throws, so for some reason it's come up saying I've got 7 hit points.
Yeah, someone shoved the healing potion down my throat. So
Healing potions. What I do.
So have at it then, folks. What we're doing today? How do you want to resolve this? And would you wish to move forward?
So
We got
Sheena is still on the ground and she is crying now, in almost screaming in realizing that she has now lost the connection to her husband, Emil. And that's been taken away from her. So she's just crying and inconsolable. So, yeah.
yeah.
Pippa's staying way out of the way. It's kind of her fault. Needs to give her a moment.
I don't really think Farrow really knows what to say to her, so I think all he would do is try and pick her up, and we need to get out of here. We need to try and get into Vallaki, really, in the state that we're in. So I think he would just try and pick her up, kind of carry her, and gently, but we need to move. Yeah, it's not a fireman's carry. It's a
Okay, so moving forward, trudging along, the road has become quagmire. It's starting to rain more heavily, and you're moving through the night now, exhausted after your fight, and dare I say, fleeing still from Castle Ravenloft.
I suppose.
Sorry, Sammi, were you going to say something?
Keeps moving.
Yep. Were you going to say something, Sammi?
No, just I suppose we're still fleeing in a manner of speaking.
Okay.
Yeah. Pippa leads the way. She leads the way back to Vallaki, so
cool.
She leads the way back.
What I'll ask for then is I'd like a Constitution saving throw off everyone, please, just for exhaustion, just to see if we can avoid any unpleasantness with what you've been through.
16.
13.
Crikey. Pippa's literally cartwheeling along despite the exhaustion with a 22. So you manage to get to the town of Vallaki. It's mid-morning by the time you get there, but you just keep going. There's nothing else for you to do. Fortunately, nothing else occurs between the Bone Grinder and Vallaki. And as you arrive, it's kind of bittersweet because you know Vallaki now. But it's kind of a welcoming sight as well. Let's find Town of Vallaki and give you the image because it's a lovely image and I do like it is. So the overview as you're coming down the Svalich Road. The Church of St. Andrel is kind of like a second home for you, or even a first home for you so far. To the north, I'll just go over briefly the Balanock Mountains either side as the Svalich Road meanders through the town itself. To the north, that road leads to a very large lake, Lake Zarovich. But the lights are on. People are going about their business. There won't be another festival for another week or so, from what you understand, or maybe more. You approach the town guards. They're familiar with you now. They wave you through. It's daytime, so they have no problem with you entering the town. You are tired, but not exhausted, not on the verge of exhaustion. Where would you like to go first or second? What would you like to do?
Is it going to be worth having a long rest?
We need to rest. I think that's kind of beyond. We've taken an absolute beating, very physically and emotionally, I think.
Yeah, Ashina's still sniffing like a child.
Shall we rest at the church? It's like neutral ground, really.
Yeah.
Okay. So approaching the church, Father Lucian's actually outside. He's trying to mend a fence panel or a gate or something as he sees you walking up, and from a distance he sort of waves and goes back to his business. He's sort of tidying up just so he can greet you formally. And as you get closer, you can see the look of concern on his face as he sees you all now approaching closer. And he'll drop, no longer tidying away, he's just going to drop what he's doing and hasten over to you. So, my dear friends, come in. I'll ask my questions later. You clearly need to rest. Come in.
I don't think anyone's going to say anything. Just going to follow.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's perfect. He'll guide you through. Inside, you get the same reaction from Irina, who appears to be tidying up inside. The Gertruda, not so much. I mean, she's only sort of a young girl. She'll sort of wave quite cheerily at you as, but Irina's fussing over you. Father Lucian's fussing over you. They'll fetch food, water, wine. Without asking, Father Lucian starts to bandage wounds, and he's clearly. They go off to the side, Lucian and Irina, and they start talking between the two of them. And then that you can hear them, and they're saying, "No, let's just you know what this place is. You know how it. Let's just give them time. And they're backwards and forwards, mending your cuts and bruises and giving you space and everything that you need. So eventually, after initial ministrations, Father Lucian would say, "Gertruda, my dear, would prepare some bedding for them, please. They look as if they need rest." And Gertruda sort of, "Oh, okay, Father," starts skipping away. She's really coming out of her shell a little bit. So there's somewhere to bed down. There's food and water, so you can do what you want now. You know it's relatively safe in here. You've sanctified it yourself. So you can just click long rest and we can move on, or anything else.
Just before we sleep, we rest. So I imagine that we're all just about bedded down. And up until this point, Pippa has been taking whatever path takes her as far away from Ashina as possible. Almost like if ever you've had to help like a wounded animal before, you know the animal you've helped in a way, but in that moment you really hurt it. So rather than smother it with you being close, she's giving that respectful distance without being avoidant. As everybody beds down before sleep takes us, Pippa walks to where Ashina's lying and takes a big breath because she's going to say something that she's trying to be brave about. I will never know how my decision to use that scroll has affected you. I will never know. In life, I think it's complicated, and sometimes we have the right thing and the correct thing, and sometimes the right thing and the correct thing isn't the same thing, and I don't know whether I did right by you or did the correct thing to keep us alive. I don't know. But I did a thing, and I didn't ask. I didn't want you to turn, and I didn't want you to kill us. And that decision will echo. And I hope that echo will fade and we can get to a place where it's not the only thing we think about each other. I'm sorry.
Ashina will just look up at Pippa and she'll just nod and then turn over and go to sleep in a second.
That's better than Pippa expected. And Pippa will again return to that respectful orbit around Ashina and pretend to go to sleep.
Anything else? Or are you on
I
mute,
don't think
Tom?
so.
Not right now, not for Farrow. I think Farrow's mind is elsewhere. So
Yeah.
he's not really present at the moment.
Okay.
I think if we're all like, are we all in the same room? Like, would have Horace been like within earshot of that, or are we all in separate rooms?
Let's say yeah, same room. Why not?
I think if we're in the same room, then Horace would have kind of just been set up, and I think he would have just looked over towards Pippa, and just kind of like nodded like towards her, as if to say like you to try and reassure essentially, and just be like you've done what you can do. Like there, kind of from Ashina's response, and then just kind of like give her a nod. And then he probably would just be sat up, thinking to himself.
Okay. So there's I mean, in with the long rest, so you can all have a long rest. So the three humans get heroic inspiration. Pippa, as I seem to do all the time, can have a heroic inspiration for
Thank you.
excellent play as always. Stop being so good, and then I won't give you a heroic inspiration. I can't award it to the others because they would get it as well.
Is it? Do you get your portents as well?
Yeah, I need a long rest to get portents back because I've used all of my portent rolls until it's awake time, and now I have them back magically.
Excellent. So there is a bit of light relief in the form of Gertruda as she's sort of just oblivious to the world. She's in a world of her own, and she's going backwards and forwards. At one point, she's bringing a plate over to Ashina, drops it, and says, "Oh, balls!" and then looks at Father Lucian. Oh, balls! I've said balls. Sorry, Father. But she's quite happily going about her business. But Father Lucian, while everyone settles, he will come over to Ashina and he'll say, my dear woman, you seem to have a cloud over you since you left and returned. I'm here to talk to you if you feel it necessary. Just know that I'm here to help.
She'll turn and say, "Thank you, Father. So you certainly wouldn't be able to cleanse the sins and atrocities I've done. But I have completely lost my family, and the man I care for is trapped with the devil, and I don't know if I will ever see him again, or if he will accept me as I am now.
So I begin to see your troubles, my daughter. Well, know that you have a family in me, and if I may, and he'll sort of make sure the others, as you're sort of, he's approached you when you're not near the others, he'll say, these three can become your family. They will do right by you as they did your sister. They are stalwart companions, and if you allow them, they can become family.
And she'll sit sort of pondering it over. She just won't say anything else.
Okay. So what we'll do, we'll fast forward to morning of the next day. So we'll enter Vallaki and go about your business as Captain hovers in the background, Sammi.
We've got Lily. The other side, I do have Captain. He's got a big fat
is that Lily?
Lily.
Yeah.
Lily's gone. Oh, she's gone.
She's gone to
You
sit in the
shouldn't-
chair, I think.
So
Not
she has
favourites, but Lily's my favourite.
Lily sits with Dave.
Yes. So morning arrives, breakfast appears from out of nowhere. There's still Irina and Father Lucian are hovering, wanting, after Father Lucian said his bit to Ashina, for the most part, they're going to give you space now. So what's the plan, gang? What are we doing?
I believe the plan was to split the party, and some of us go talk to Willow, and some of us go talk to Lady Vokta. I believe.
Okay. Yeah. And you're going to do it as you discussed. So it's going to be Farrow and Pippa go to see Willow, and Ashina and Horace go to see Lady Vokta. Yeah.
Please.
Okay. So it doesn't take long as you enter the village itself. Let's take you to the picture of the town of Vallaki. This has got my cheat sheet on, I believe that's the Vokta house. So the Vokta house is to the north, or the northern side, as if it's you're about to leave town. It doesn't take you long to establish that Willow, at this time of day, in fact, most days, is patrolling round the village square. You know where the festival took place, and there was the podium with the donkey-headed captured villagers in stocks. So that's where she's likely to be. So your route takes you, all of you go past the town centre. Life, it's not raining on this particular morning. It's dull and overcast, as you would expect. You still see flashes of red seemingly following every group of people round. If there's a group of people, then there's someone following, looking. But as you arrive at the village square, lo and behold, Willow is there, stood on the podium. The imposing form of Willow with her hand. I like. Thank you, Josh. And she hasn't noticed you yet, but she seems to be just patrolling backwards and forwards, and you can tell by the look on her face that she's enjoying taunting the captives that have clearly been there, at least overnight, as Farrow and Pippa make their way towards her, and Ashina and Horace head off north towards the Vokta.
What's become of the coffin makers in like the time that I suppose we've not been gone very long, to be fair.
Toy shop.
Oh yeah, the toy shop.
Oh shit! Yeah, we probably should check in on him again. But yeah.
Well, he's
Okay,
dead, so.
Do you want to recce first then, or are you asking?
Well, I think because that was fairly. I think that was fairly close to the main square, right? The coffin makers.
Yeah, it was. It was just.
So I
off
think
the...
Horace would kind of just have taken a glance, like a passing glance, just to see what's like, if other people looking to move in there now, or is it all like kind of closed up and boarded up, or?
If I might interject, I think the idea is that we would try and hide the fact that you two were going to see Lady Voctor by us going to see Willow. So I wonder if perhaps you veer off that way.
Yeah.
And then try and make your way around so she doesn't see you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go with that. That's a good shout.
Self-activated.
Well, I've just had a check. So the toy shop is this red building here. The coffee makers is actually all the way over to the east near the stockyard. What we'll do, just to sort of hammer home a little bit more of Vallaki. You know Vallaki now, for the most part, and I'll give you for free the information that everything seems to have been, for want of a better phrase, hushed up. So the coffin maker's shop is still open, and if you look through the window, you can still see Blinsky going about his business. But any damage? The toy shop. Blinsky's going about his business. Yeah, I thought
Blinsky was dead.
No,
I thought the coffin maker was alive.
No, we kept Blinsky alive.
Yeah,
that's when the 21 happened, I think.
Yeah, you just threatened him not to make any
and
more vicious toys for children.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we were. Ignore me.
Oh, that's okay. So all signs of any disturbance seems to have been patched up. The coffee maker's shop it's open, and there, from a distance, as you're sort of trying to surreptitiously look, it seems to have a new occupant, a new owner, someone who's moved in and carried on and taken over. All signs of there was a lot of blood, especially around the entry, as Heinrich, the coffee maker, was dragged back in and eaten alive. Yeah. But it's all hushed up. And both buildings have a lot of red-clad figures around them. But as far as an external look, as you're just having a casual look, it looks as if it's all been washed over, hushed up. Nobody's discussing it. People have moved forward with their lives. All will be well. So, Ashina and Horace head off north. So Farrow and Pippa, as I've said, you can see Willow on this podium, enjoying herself taunting these captives. What's your approach going to be?
I don't know.
Your sister, bro.
I know.
Bruh.
She's totally your sister, bro. I could go and talk to her first as a non-heavy conversation of just a hello. We're back in Vallaki. How's taunting civilians working for you? Been busy making people sad.
So as you sort of approach in this, she'll look and see Farrow just at your shoulder, and she'll say, "Well, yes, as it happens, I take a great deal of pleasure tormenting and torturing. And while we're on the subject of pleasure, do you want to get out of here?"
I knew you were winking at me.
Well, I wasn't being shy about it, brother, if you don't mind. There is pleasure to be had. Follow me.
No.
And as she says, follow me, her non-hand reaches down as if she's expecting you to take it. But she's turned with her back to you as if she's sort of holding it out.
You haven't bought me dinner yet. I don't come that cheap.
Dinner comes after. You have to earn it. And
I
you will
did.
earn it.
Mm. Small things like me, 3-4-1, we grow till we're perfect. I got perfect very quickly. Looks like you took a little bit longer.
I can't do it.
Maybe you're the one that needs to impress me.
Oh, right. Roll persuasion. Come on, Leah, roll high.
Also, I haven't done my portent roll. So give me a second. Let me portent.
A good time to portent.
I have a feeling.
Please
Well,
roll
'cause-
20.
Could you imagine? Because this is going to be hardcore.
I had. May I tell the gang about the conversation we had in the back of an ambulance not long ago, Leah? When
Yes.
Leah says to me, Dave, it's going to be, for want of a better phrase, it's going to be really awkward flirting with you. I said, oh, dude, I know.
It's a lot. It's well, you'll have to impress me.
We're telling, yeah, no. Okay.
And we just wanted to check if it was good. So I've got my portent rolls,
Yeah.
which was so good. Let's persuasion.
Yeah.
That's perception, Leah. Don't be that person. 19.
Okay. She's sort of, you can see there's a flash of anger goes across her face as she's facing away from you, and she now turns and looks over her shoulder. And she'll say, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So hard to get, I take it.
Mm-hmm. All the best things are.
This she smiled at, and she'll say, well, you'll keep. You know where I am.
And I'm sure at some point I'll need to find you.
Okay. You, if, is it, what's a, I'm trying to think, because it's not a lascivious look that she's giving you, but it's like a blatant sort of up and down, and it makes your skin crawl. It's like this woman's not afraid of being forwards, as opposed to the dungeon master that is. But
Yeah.
but she's yeah. She's intrigued by you now. But also after she's given you this look up and down, she casts you off and turns to her brother as if you're just forgotten about. So, brother, we're owed a bit of a catch up. What have you been up to?
In the last couple of days, or since we last saw each other? One's longer than the other.
How long have you been in Barovia?
Days. I mean, it's what, 6-7 days now, Dan?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
So maybe a week tops. How long have you been here?
Let me think. Maybe 12, 13 years? Long time. Long enough to discover that you go where the power is. And as she says power, she clenches her hand and it wreathes with flame.
So you didn't come straight here then, after the orphanage?
No, I was with the parents for a little while. I think decent is the common vernacular for what they thought they were. They treated me well enough, and then the mists. And here I was. It was the Baron that rescued me from the mists, took me in, and he's become my father now.
I'm glad you found someone to protect you.
It goes both ways. I now, since discovering the power of these lands, am in a position to protect him as well. I will see no harm come to the Baron.
That is, I can understand that for sure. And so you've been here. I mean, I certainly don't remember you having any kind of twitches. Is it a left arm or a right arm?
Right.
I certainly don't remember this.
Well,
He waggles his right.
Yeah, if you remember, I lost my arm when we were little, and when I arrived in this land, I was a one-armed orphan girl. But as the Baron took me in and I grew and became curious, I found a place, a special place, in the mountains, in the snow and the ice. I found a temple, older than the devil, that houses ultimate power. And there I gained my power.
Certainly sounds mysterious.
It's something I would be willing to share with you and, again, she looks at Pippa, remembering that you're there, winks at you and says, "Your friends." Assuming that you swear allegiance to the Baron and join us.
I can't speak for my fellows. I would not be so bold. But I have found faith in the power of others before and have found them wanting. I don't give my allegiance so easily.
Well, you're lost, brother. There is power there to be found.
There is time to consider, though. That is I'm not saying never, but it would be a more consider. I wouldn't just take a knee here and now.
Always the pragmatist, brother. You haven't changed.
Oh, I think you might find me more changed than you think.
This sort of excites her a little bit as she raises an eyebrow. So shall we leave you guys there for a minute? I'm going to chop and change if that's okay. So we can mix it up. So Ashina and Horace, as you venture north, could I have a perception check from both of you? Yes, you can have advantage, Sammi. Yeah, I'm going to try and remember my best when you can and can't apply it, so I can tell you before you have to. Now I've said that, I'm going to fail for the rest of the campaign.
That's 11 from me.
So will I.
Okay. Whoa, dude, that's a natural 20 and a natural 1.
It was yeah.
So you spot, and what I'll do just for the sake of expedience is the others have told you that you've had a shadow as you've been walking through Vallaki. This shadow you spot now, but it's ahead of you, and it's wearing black, not red. And as you turn to Horace and mention the shadow, if you're happy for me to assume that you do that, Sammi, sorry, I took that decision from you, but you mentioned to Horace and the shadow moves forwards and keeps going north, and as you follow it and you keep an eye on it, it goes into the Vokta house.
Would I, in following it, have been able to notice anything scent-wise?
Yeah, natural.
Yeah, scent-wise.
Crikey, you can do a natural 20. Last time you bathed. It's a human male, 30s, very slender, almost weasel-like features. But there doesn't seem to be anything sort of
Does it catch
nothing
hair
that's
colour?
yeah,
Or
dark brown. You'd be able to pick him out again if you saw him, but there's nothing sort of supernaturally about him from the scent. He's just a human male. He does, in fact, if anything, his scent smells a lot cleaner than you're used to from a general populace in a sort of fantasy fiction world. Almost as if with a natural 20, he is trying to not have an odour, which you automatically think that his trade is spying, watching, and he's quite good at it. So the Voctor house. Sorry, Sammi, go on.
I was going to say, as I notice him go into the Voctor house, I will also mention it to Horace.
Yeah.
But I think your shadowy friend has just gone into where we're meant to go.
Well, it's just another problem for us to deal with, as far as I can tell. What I'm more concerned with, if I'm to be frank, is that you're up to the task. I appreciate that, well, whatever happened last night, it seems to have been a lot for you to handle. But what we're doing here now, I think you're best placed with us. But at the same time, it's important that your emotions don't get the best of you, that we are not jeopardized in achieving what we've set out to do, and what your sister also strived to help us achieve.
Assuming that none of my family's in that house, I can't see any reason why it would jeopardise.
Well,
She's just going to continue walking forward.
okay. I think Horace would just kind of sigh and then like follow as well.
Okay. You at this point you feel Mishka. She's in a spectral form. She grasps you by your shoulder, rubs your shoulders slightly, pats you on the back, as if to say, well done for trying. I mean, you know, and she'll say you've got to do your bit. You've got to know that your team is there. She'll be. I think she'll come around. Give her some space though.
Perhaps you're right. Thank you. Just watch our backs in there, please.
Yeah, you're welcome, arsehole. I mean, brother.
Yeah, that's another one I'll take on the chin.
So the Voctor house, very grand, tall townhouse, 4 stories tall, Gothic architecture. I'd like to think it's sort of Tudor architecture as well. Stone steps leading up to a very grand wooden double doors. There's no one about. Well, certainly no one stood outside, no one near. A large sort of gargoyle-y, demon-y type knocker in between these 2 wooden doors. Yeah, with a ring in its mouth. I do. I'm having flashbacks to Terry Pratchett. Alex. You shouldn't talk like that because it's got a finger in it. Anyway.
Beautiful.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
I think. Well, I suppose Ashina would be Horace to the door.
Probably. So Ashina would just turn and look at Horace and just knock on.
Okay. Yeah.
Sweet.
So knock. It takes a good 20 seconds But as you sort of start to think, is anyone going to answer, you can hear shuffling behind the door. And the left-hand side of the door now creaks open as this gargoyle knocker goes with it. And inside you can see what looks like dressed in as a housemaid. Just perhaps a middle-aged human woman, sort of hair tied back, apron on, flour about her, so it looks as if she's just come from the kitchen. And she'll say, yes, my loves, what can I do for you?
I'd probably have been like reaching over towards the knocker again, impatiently, to be like, I start slapping again after hearing the shuffling behind the door. So you'd probably just catch Horace like short, just like
Ball-legged off Ashina.
And then he'd kind of like, I'd straighten up and just say, sorry, excuse me, we are here to see the Baron. We've come to see the Baron. Have we come to see the Baron? Lady Voctor.
Lady Voctor.
I was right the first time in my head.
Hold on,
He has apparently asked to speak to us.
I see. So you have an appointment. Well, you best come in then. Come on in. Let me get my book out to remind myself of the layout of the Voctor house, just in case we need it for any other reason. So as you enter the main door, which is 23. Bear with. No, that's the. Oh no, wrong page. That's right.
Easy done.
Yeah, I've got 2 bookmarks. I went for the wrong one.
Oh God!
This makes more
It's
sense.
a hard life when you've got 2 bookmarks.
Oh,
It seems like a
dude.
great idea, and then it just escalates.
I was reading. I was revising last night in bed, and they both fell out. And oh no! Right, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to read the Voctor house to you. So this house seems distinguished in itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables. A moss-covered wall sags and bulges under the weight of vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realise the extent that the house hates what it has become. A little bit of foreboding for you there, ladies and gentlemen. So the front door opens into a narrow vestibule. 3 stained glass windows in wood frames lead from it. Straight ahead of you, to either side looks like cloak rooms, and this maid will say, "Oh, can you take your cloaks from you, good sir, kind lady?"
No.
About to say, I don't think Ashina is wearing one.
Okay. So to Horace sounding quite austere, she doesn't bat an eyelid. All right then, sir, if you follow me. So you go straight through to a door to the north. There's a wooden staircase straight in front of you, which leads up to a balcony. At the foot of the stairs is a landing and 3 stained glass doors in wooden frames. But instead of going up, there's 2 doors to the west and east. She will take you through the west door into a room. It's an ornate dining table which stretches the length of this room. A crystal chandelier hangs above it imperiously. The silverware is tarnished, the dishes chipped, yet are all still quite elegant. 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns, surround the table. Arched windows made of a lattice of iron and glass and look out into the small, fog-swept estate. Just to the north of all this is what looks like a little cosy area. There's a table, a fire that's been lit, and 3 comfy sofa settees. And she'll say, if you take a seat there, I'll go and tell the lady of the house that we have visitors. Could I offer you a drink? Would you like some water or some wine or some coffee I could put on for you?
Water will be fine, thank you.
Order, madam.
I'm quite all right, thank you. If you would be so kind as just to remind the lady of the house that this matter is quite important.
Of course, sir, will do. And she scuttles off. It's a good few minutes before the door opens again. And entering...
Can I
Yeah, go on.
get before, whilst we're left alone, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just going to touch Horace and I'm going to give him guidance.
Woohoo!
Righto. So the room itself, you've got the impression everything used to be fine, but there's sort of chips here, there, and everywhere. Entering the room now, as the door swings open, it's a human female woman with sort of greying, almost purplish hair swept back into a bun. This woman is very slender. You would age her in her 60s. Her back and neck are very stiff, and she walks elegantly across as she wears this sort of black gown that would have once been very fine, with sort of high-heeled boots on as they click across the floor as she looks over to you. Greetings, guests. Yes, you wish to see me?
We heard that you wished to speak to us.
And who told you this?
What's his name?
Your friend that you met come into town.
Young
Vasily.
chap. Vasily. Fusili. Like the pasta.
Okay, as soon as you say Vasily, she smiles. Forgive me, he did tell me to expect you. I'm Lady Voctor, Fiona Voctor. Please. We shall lead with, you may call me Fiona for now. She's gone slightly Welsh. And your names are?
Now German.
I was aiming for German.
Ich bin Horace.
Horace?
No, I wouldn't say it. My name is Horace. Horace Belview.
Belview? Interesting. And you, my dear?
Ich heiße Ashina. I can't pronounce my own last name. Toranescu.
Toranescu.
Oh, my dear, my good sir. Please be seated again. It's wonderful to see you. Did Vasily mention that you were wandering these lands, possibly looking for a purpose? And she sort of settles regally as she pulls the skirt round her and sits in one of these two vacant seats.
Looking for a purpose.
Yes, you are aware of the situation in Velaki?
Well,
With the Baron?
and
I should be
pieces.
specific.
Bits and pieces.
We are
it's
fairly new
more
to town.
Rumours.
Was
Nothing
the rumours?
set in
Have you
stone.
heard the rumours that the Baron is a madman? For example.
No.
Although I would say, from the little time I've spent in the town, I would agree with your hypothesis.
Yes, it has gone on for a long time. These stupid festivals and insisting that all will be. I mean, for goodness sake. She gets a little piece of invisible lint off her knee and sort of pushes it to one side. So I tell you a family tale of mine. My young daughter, Stella, I thought the Baron and I have been at odds for many a year. He is noble blood as am I. He's by birth inherited this wonderful town. I thought to marry my dear Stella to his son. And she lived with them for a week, and she returned out of her mind. And still to this day, she does not talk of what happened.
How long ago was that?
Well, this is a few months ago now. He is, how you say, oh, she's gone a bit French now. I don't know. I'm going to bring French into it this early.
I love this. This is like you showing all of the accents that you can do in one character. Awesome.
Yeah, but she is German. Can I hammer that home? So it was his son Victor. He is a strange one. You will see that there are rumors that he deals in arcane, occult powers. You'll see flashes of different coloured lights from his room. But tell me, you've seen the festival? I believe I saw you at the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
We were present, but not for long. We had other matters to attend to.
This craziness has gone on for years and years.
Well, it seems that the town is being ruled with an iron fist. His, well, I don't know what you would call her, Willow.
Ah, the hench person.
Is that what she's known as?
Well, that is the polite version. I make no secret of this, I assure you. What I am looking for is an able band to disrupt the power flow in this town. I need Willow removing.
Well, that might be a difficult task for us to, well, do. Might potentially be a bit of a conflict of interest, you might say.
Well, in terms of conflict, I always think that a large bag of gold sometimes eases conflicts, and you would have wonderful.
Although, well, forgive me.
The short of it is not all the party might be on board, as there seems to be sibling relations between some of our members and this Willow.
Okay. It's upsetting, disturbing.
I don't know how close they are, but
Perhaps what I might suggest is you give us some time. We will discuss with the rest of our group. Give us some time to investigate. Possibly if we could speak with your daughter, even though you say she does not talk, but maybe seeing it for ourselves and giving us a chance to investigate a little bit further might be helpful. If you could do us that kindness, then we'll do our best to help you. Either
Nice.
way, we don't appreciate how this town is run either. It hasn't exactly been easy for us to get around and attend to our affairs, so I think our motivations are in line.
Well, this has been quite the ride talking to you, Horace. Yes, are you come and meet my daughter to see if I don't know if you can do anything for her. But all I would say to you in terms of the power struggle in this town is if you overthrow the Baron, you would have a friend in the new ruler. You understand the implications of what opportunities this would offer to you. I myself would obviously answer to Lord Strahd. And at the end of the day, wouldn't we all rather the devil than the madman?
I think you're asking the wrong people that question.
Oh, he is not so bad once you follow suit and step in line. He has been a family friend of ours for many, many generations. And it's only through the birth line of the Valakoviches that the Baron is in charge. But I assure you, you would have my faith, my confidence, and my ear, as well as that of our Lord Strahd. Should you do this for us?
Well, that's all well and good, but what about when Strahd gives you the orders to kill us?
Oh, why would he do that? As long as you do as I tell you to?
Oh, I'm merely speaking hypotheticals. I'm just raising the point that it may not work out particularly well for us. Either way, I'm going to stop talking now.
Okay. So let's leave you two there then for a second and go back to Pippa and Farrow. So still with Willow now. Willow trying to recruit you to the Baron's cause. She's still paying attention to Pippa, but she's has a sort of grudging respect for you now that you've rolled a 19.
Thank goodness.
Is there? She's got to the point now where she'll say, "So as soon as you've decided that you're going to join us, I can show you where this temple of power is." And you mentioned not easily bending the knee, brother, but so far I gained this power with no ramifications. Something to think on, maybe.
Could forgive me, I might be being presumptuous. Your brother is a wise and pragmatic man. I think that we would be foolish to completely disregard what you say. But like your brother, I couldn't bend the knee to a man I didn't know or hadn't met. And I've only seen your Baron at a distance. Maybe a meeting could change our minds. And we only speak for half our group, you see, indicate the lack of other people with us.
The Baron always has time for me, and the Baron would always have time for my friends. I could introduce you to the Baron anytime you want. You just say when. Although I would warn you that he is a man who is used to getting his own way. He does treat me as a daughter, so I have a little leeway. But even so, as my patriarch. I do as I'm told, and this is what he's used to. But I can arrange a meeting whenever you want.
That is most appreciated, sister. And we may well, I'm sure we will take you up on that meeting.
Forgive me, I'm butting in again. You travelled extensively round the lands to find this mountain. You've travelled quite far. I quite like maps. Reveals map, closes map. You travelled all over.
Yes, I mean, it's been a long time since I've been here, and the Baron has allowed me to travel. And yeah, let me have a look. I want to see how accurate it is.
Oh, so I do take artistic license just here round this windmill. Some of the pictures are quite graphic, but I like to tell stories with the maps that I've got. So this is what we've got. So like, does the brief? This is what we've got so far.
Okay.
Shows at the windmill. There's just like a bloody circle around the bottom of the windmill. So the windmill's drawn accurately, but round it there's this bloody circle. Children beware. So
she looks over it. She nods and say, "This is impressive. This is quite accurate, actually." So the village of Barovia, Castle Ravenloft, Vallaki. Obviously, the positioning of Vallaki should be slightly further to the east, but the windmill Beres, you've even got that's a ruined city that was the rumours are of Beres that the devil took umbrage of the. I've heard different stories. It was either the priest or a woman, or the woman and a priest and the woman's family, but he decided to raise the river and flood it. I see you've got the Argenvostholt, the manor here, the mansion. That's where the supposed enemies of Strahd wander from. They're brainless undead. Kresk is a funny place. I didn't get into Kresk. They wouldn't allow me in. It's a very insular place. It's a small village. They exchange favours for favours. The only way you'd get in there is if you did a service for them. And she points just to the east of Kresk, where there's a tower, and she'll say, "Oh, you've got the wizard's tower as well." Yeah. There's a puzzle on the door. I couldn't figure it out, and I got the impression that if I got it wrong, then something would go amiss. So I left that well alone. It's said to be haunted as well. And then the winery. That's brilliant. I could tell you a few other places, but you'd have to make it worth my while. That's previously discussed.
I know. I'm sure that any extended conversations that we would have about this map would be potentially very impressive.
Well, if you want impressive, I could tell you where this... And she looks you up and down again and spots your perhaps spots some of your items, and she'll say, "This temple is of arcane significance. There were hundreds of spell books. Hundreds of them.
Oh, you are a temptress. I do love spell books. But I can tell I need to be careful around you. But before I make any deals that would get not just myself, but my friends into potentially some interesting situations, I think we need to talk as a group. The flooded town. Where the Beresk, was it Beresk, did you say?
Beresk. At the mention of of groups, she'll sort of say, yeah, possibly. Not with my brother. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no.
Oh, no.
Dear sister.
This is
you can move your
always a
mind
solo
from
adventure.
gutter.
She's not ashamed
Free
of
as a crown.
this. She's quite brazen. But she'll say, no, Beres. Yeah, it was
Beres
a
is
settlement
okay.
before my time, before I came
Yeah.
here. It's just rumour that I've heard of.
That is incredibly interesting.
Yeah. Well,
But forgive me, I'm almost enjoying myself.
well, I could guarantee you would enjoy yourself more if you came with me. But I mean, you've said your piece. I've said my piece.
Mhm.
I'm not going anywhere.
But just
Go on,
like
Tom.
on the record, that whilst Farrow does verbally scold his sister, he actually is amused by it. He just feels like he has to play the part.
Okay.
So there's kind of a little bit of a grin on his face just for a second.
Yeah.
He's been quite solemn, and there is just a little bit of a flash of a grin before he kind of fades.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do, Tom? So I was just gonna wrap up unless there's anything else you want to ask her.
I think the parting question that Farrow would ask her.
Sorry, I'm going to need to go for a week.
Go.
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing these people?
Okay. Right. We haven't had enough rolls so far today. So just roll the persuasion check for me.
Yeah, not right.
Okay, 9. Okay, and then roll an insight as well for me, if you would.
My insight hopefully will be significantly better.
Whoa.
Oh yes.
27.
Modified, I love it.
Okay,
Nice.
so what she's about to tell you is not entirely the truth. 27. So in fact, she's actually concealing a great deal from you when she says to you, well, people break laws. The Baron wishes to maintain order, and that is my job. But there's a lot more to it than this, obviously. With a 27, you very much get the impression that as she starts rambling forward, she will sort of start to tell you what the martial punishment for various crimes is. And she starts to enjoy it. And you can see that she enjoys the work.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy with Willow?
Yeah, let's leave each other wanting more.
Yeah, for sure.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Telling a story,
God,
dude.
too much
Telling a story.
working, not enough dice rolling.
Well, I mean, she is going to slap your backside incredibly hard as you walk away, and this is to actually injure it. I mean, I'm not going to roll to hit up, but it's painful as you sort of say your parting farewell. She'll say, slap you really hard and say, more of that to come. Come and find me. You know where I am.
Yeah, Pippa hobbles away.
Her hand in front of her lights with a firebolt that she quenches and continues walking.
Okay, righto. So as this happens, you hear, and it's a guttural, it's almost a purr, as Willow will go, no, another time.
Well,
Oh, fuck.
And she then turns Yeah, she's.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pippa is playing a dangerous game.
That's the idea. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, thank fuck that's over. Right, so let's go back to so for Ashina and Horace, you are now led through the Voctor house as Fiona, Lady Voctor, will continue to tell you stories of her heritage and where she comes from and how old her family is. Yes, Sammi. Yeah.
As we are walking through the house, do I smell the overly clean person?
Make a perception check. You can have
And
advantage.
would I make advantage?
This is just like hitting his head. It's like, idiot,
21.
stupid.
Okay. Okay. The clean
As in, as I'm
person.
walking,
Yeah.
walking past a room, I smell him.
Okay. Let me just double check a few things. Okay. And so she will take you upstairs, up the main flight of stairs that we're on near the hallway. And here's the Stella's room. Right. Okay. Okay. So as you go up the stairs, there's a room immediately from the landing to the right. And that smells like boys. There's a very masculine, musky smell from it. But it's just boys, like a teenage or slightly older boys' room. Across,
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one. Across, there's double doors. That you get a sort of a musty smell from there, and the smell of cats. So you can tell that there's cats inside, and it's with the musty smell and the look from the outside. There's possibly old furniture in there, possibly books, possibly a library of such. You circle round, and the other side, the next door along is Stella's room, and it's locked. And as you approach the door, Lady Voctor will say to you, "So this, I urge you to be kind and delicate with my Stella. She will do you no harm, but she has barely said a word since. And anything you can do to help would be.
If you would prefer to be in there,
I will be with you.
Yeah.
Rest assured,
That
I
is
will
fine.
not. I would not leave you alone. But the opposite side, this is a door on the east. There is a smell of necrosis inside. It's quite faint, but something in there smells dead."
Can I cough? And very much under my breath, I am going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Okay. Roll me. In fact, no. Go on, Josh. You were going to say.
Horace, I want to speak with Ashina before we go in. So I mean, Horace's plan would be, my plan would be to essentially say, okay, well, there's a few things we need to prepare. Please, if you'll head inside the room, and we'll be in just a moment.
Sure. Roll persuasion for me on that. While he's doing that, Ashina would have the chance to cast Detect Magic undetected. I was going to ask you to roll sort of like a sleight of hand or something, but Horace, Josh is being startled by
my mother.
Oh, yeah. 19.
Oops, lovely.
She was bringing me a drink. Thanks, Mom.
Aw,
Sweet.
thanks, Mom.
Are we not having your mum on camera today?
Mother. Everyone they want to say hello.
Sounds like it. It
Give
sounds
them a
like
wave.
you say hi,
Come in,
top
come
line.
in. There you go. They can see you now.
Hi
They'll say hello.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a shame we're not more popular on the internet because we could have the whole of your family being recognised. Right?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so with a 19, she'll say, "Oh yes, of course you have some skill in this. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. I should just make sure Stella is fine inside." So as she opens the door, you can see it's a girl's bedroom inside. No expense has been spared here. There's sort of it looks lovely inside, and you can just make out a young girl sat rocking backwards and forwards on a bed as the door closes. So you two are alone on the landing now.
And I think as soon as that door kind of swings closed, kind of Horace would like to.
I am going to just grab Horace's arm, and I'm just going to say something is dead straight opposite us, and I'm going to walk very quietly, stealthily to the other door.
Wait a second. I was wondering that man that we noticed coming in here. What if is it possible that the Baron has sent him to take her out?
It could be anyone's guess. I've not smelt him since we've come in.
And where?
I can smell lads. I can sense musk and old furniture and cats, but there is something dead in here. There is something decaying.
I see. Well, we don't have long. I suppose we've bought ourselves some time, but we better find out what that is.
I mean, apologies, Mr. DM, you're off screen, but is from detect magic, can I detect anything within a 30-foot radius around me?
Okay. Yeah, as you get closer to the outside of the bedroom, you can detect necrotic magic. What I would like you to do, necrotic magic, necromancy magic. I would like you to roll. This is dealer's choice. You can either go with religion or arcana.
I'm gonna go with arcana.
Okay.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So with a dirty 20 plus your detect magic up, there is a source of necromancy on the other side of this door. But until you're pretty sure that you won't be able to identify its source or what it actually is until you get eyes on. As I eat a double lolly.
Oh, nice.
Come on.
Scrumptious.
And I will repeat this to Horace. We can try and go and have a look. We can see if this door is unlocked. We could just right out ask Lady Voctor about it.
I can't imagine that's a good
If
idea.
if she wants us to work with her, there's no point in having secrets. So what about asking her to trust us first?
I can't abide by it. I think there are ways around it. I'm not sure how long we've got. What I would suggest that we go in, do what we've agreed to do, and then see if we can, I don't know, send her on our way. And then before we leave the house, we can either sneak back in, or sneak in another time, and look into this. But we can't. I don't think we should ask her.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go into Stella's room then.
Okay. So the situation seems to have changed slightly as you enter. I'm going to read this from the book then. This room is musty and dark. An iron-framed bed fitted with leather straps stands near a wall. The place has no other furnishings. Scurrying away from you on all fours is a young woman in a soiled nightgown. She leaps onto the bed and hisses like a cat. "Little Kitty doesn't know you," she shouts. Little Kitty doesn't like the smell of you." As Lady Vocta says, "Oh, Stella, my dear, Stella, no, these are friends. They have just come to help you." And she just hisses again at her mother and at you two. Both of you make a medicine check for me, please.
Horace, I think I turn to Lady Vocta immediately as soon as she starts talking and just say, "I thought you said she doesn't speak."
Well, this is true, but
15.
your presence seems to have started something in her. I have not seen her like this ever. Okay, so your average is 14.5. Other than hissing and prancing around, she also has a sort of very vacant 1,000-yard stare look about her. This young woman is clearly unhinged. It's currently beyond your capabilities. You suspect that, and if you'll forgive me for metagaming massively here, something akin to a Greater Restoration, a fifth level spell, would possibly assist. But until that point, there's nothing that you guys, not even Lesser Restoration, would help with this. She's gone. She's become insular. She is, for want of a better phrase, insane.
I mean,
As
would I still have... Sorry, would I still have Detect Magic up, and would anything be popping up in this room?
Yeah, nothing's pinging from this room at all. This young girl is just disturbed. Whatever happened to her in the Baron's mansion with Victor Velakovich, you don't know. She's never spoke of it. And this is what Fiona, Lady Vocta, will now reinforce to you. And she sort of seems on the verge of tears. And then the stiffness returns and she stamps her heel. "You understand now why this madman must go. He does this to little girls. The devil will make him pay for it."
With all
We're
due
turned to
respect,
Horace. Go on.
with all due respect, I don't think you have the authority to be throwing the devil's power around. No matter what this man has done to you.
Yes, he is, like I say, he is above all of these petty concerns. You're quite right in what you say. But do you understand now why a mother seeks vengeance?
I do. I do. And as I said before, we will do what we can. But there are conversations that need to be had on our end first. Because I'm sure, as you seek to remove the madman from his chair, I don't doubt that he wants the same for you.
Who knows what he wants? Who knows what a crazy man wants? But let's leave Stella now. I think, forgive me, but your presence is... Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, before we leave Fiona, would you mind if I ask Horace to take a step forward, and then myself, once he steps back, just to see who is causing, if we are causing such a reaction by being a singular person or...
Okay. So you get the same response from both of you as one of you steps forward. She hisses, steps back. The other one steps forward. She hisses. It's it's non-discriminatory madness.
Okay. And Lady Proctor doesn't want us to talk to her about anything.
No. Well, seeing her daughter in this state, she's now
No, that's fair.
a little bit upset herself. But
As we step out of the room, is there anybody else about? Can I perceive that there is anybody listening or watching?
Yeah, you know what? What we'll do is, because we'll have you now, if it's okay with you guys, with Fiona Voctor moving towards the front door as if your business is concluded, with the very washed man appearing from one of the side doors. As Lady Voctor now says, "Oh, Ernst, come here. Introduce yourself to these people." As now this gentleman that's been following you, and he sort of nods towards you, and Lady Voctor will say to you, "This is my man, shall we say? He is my eyes around town. Ernst, I tell you now, you do not need to follow these. These are possible allies. They have the freedom of the town. I no longer wish you to follow them. Full disclosure from my part. I did ask Ernst, anyone who comes into town, to follow them. But as you are now potential allies, you rest assured that you will not be followed by my man. If, however, you discover someone wearing red, that will be down to the ban."
Sorry, obviously for Ashina, she's not really going to know, so she'll ask, "Wearing red, sorry, what do you mean?"
Oh, you noticed around town the Baron's men and women all wear red. If you see someone with any form of that is their allegiance, they wear red. If you were to arrive at my door wearing red, I would know your decision has been made.
That is fair.
I think as he comes, like Ernst steps forward as well. Horace would kind of like look toward, and she kind of introduces him. Horace kind of I'd look towards the Lady Voctor, and then back towards Ernst and kind of offer out my hand and I'd just say, and then look directly at her and be like, "Your henchman," and then go to shake Ernst's hands.
Okay. Okay, let's stick a dice roll on this then. Roll intimidation for me, please.
21.
Hey, time to pee himself.
24.
Time to poop himself.
Damn it. So close.
So as you say this, you see a wry smile on Lady Voctor's lips. As a parting gesture, she will sort of click her heels together in a very Germanic fashion, and she'll say, "Indeed, good sir, my henchman. Although I am not the power here, I have to operate behind the scenes. But yes, he is my henchman."
Does Ernst take my hand?
Yeah, he'll sort of look towards Lady Voctor.
Horace would like squeeze, like really squeeze his hand, and he'd just kind of like then turn, still smiling, turn back towards Ernst and just say, "Nice to put a name to that face."
Okay. Shake his hand like you want to kill him. Make a strength check for me, please. You can have athletics if you wish. I'm going to oppose it. I'm going to try and oppose it.
I'm not trying to hurt him, for the record.
I know.
But yeah. Athletics.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. That would be a nat 20.
Game turn!
Okay. In which case, you narrate what happens.
Sweet. Well, I think I just give him a firm squeeze. Horace looking very pleased with himself after he's completely fumbled the bag. Bit of pride come back to him. And you just hear like his knuckles crack a little bit, and he kind of like winces a little bit and kind of like tail tucked between his legs, and then Horace just kind of like stands up straight, looks towards Ashina, and well, sure, we'll be on our way then.
I'm going to look at Lady Doctor and I'm just going to say, look after yourself, and good to know there is somebody who will dispose of problems as they arise for you. Even it's always better to work behind the scene.
You shall promise. I look forward to meeting you again. She nods. Shows you the door. Yeah. Okay. So you meet up, all of you. Oh yeah, sorry, Tom. Have I not finished with?
Yeah, so Farrow would just want to collar Pippa while they're alone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he would just kind of. I'm sorry about your parents.
Oh.
That can't have been easy.
Oh God.
I've decided to tell myself a story about them, because I don't think I'm going to get a story from him that makes me feel any better. I was left on the doorstep of that inn with a note that said, "Protect my beloved daughter." When they left, when they were chained and dragged away, I shouted thank you, because I do. They saved me from this. And I probably will need your help, because they need saving from where they are. And whether that is a renewal or a release, I don't know, but we're going back there. And we need to find the others. Remember we were in Madame Eva's and she did the cards. One of the cards that she did, let me get some cards. One of the cards that she did, wait for it. One of the cards that she did, 9 of Stars, Conjurer, talks about a dead village drowned in a river. She just talked about, your sister, forgive me, not the mother's cat. She talked about a drowned village, and in this drowned village there's meant to be some symbol of hope. I think that might be the place. A symbol of hope sounds great.
I could do with some hope right now.
Amen. We might be able to pull this off. If I look at, I'm gonna write it down, I'm gonna figure this out. These cards weren't just cards, they were prophecies, they were clues, a symbol of hope, a sword of stars. I think we could do something no one's ever done before. And I think Madame Eva gave us that. But I'm getting excited, I'm getting ahead of myself, and I understand, but if we could get back to that place, if we could get rid of him, then we could get them out somehow, in some way. Because I'm not leaving them like that. They didn't let this happen to me, so I can't. I'm not leaving them like that.
if I can help you, if I'm able to help you, I will.
We defend the weak.
Yes, she did.
Okay, I wonder what
Fine,
trouble
then.
the other twos are getting into.
Hopefully less trouble than us.
Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Superb. So let's take you back together. So you meet at the crossroads just outside the town square. You can all sort of tell, all of your countenances are sort of like, what the fuck? You're at the town square. You've got people all around you. It's midday. What you've been through so far hasn't taken long. What would you like to do?
Talk about it in a more secluded area.
Take me to church.
Okay. So your journey back to the church goes with a song. Lucian's still there. He still looks concerned.
What?
Sorry, Sammi. I didn't realise you hadn't finished.
Next character bard.
You managed to find a side room. You sort of, have something to eat, sit with them, looking at each other as if, we need to talk. So you find a side room in the church, unheard by anyone else. Go at it.
Blah, 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 blah.
Does anyone mind if I light my pipe?
Not at all.
Carry on.
Lights. Wait. Lights pipe.
Um,
Damn.
I think I might have put my foot in it, but we
Oh.
have some information. Well, we met with Lady Voctor. She claims the Baron is a madman, which I think we've seen for ourselves. But all things granted, I also think she might be a bit of a mad woman. And I'm not sure how much better she would be as a ruler than the Baron himself. I mean, her intention is that the Baron is overthrown, and that she takes the power of the town, but she intends to serve Strahd. She said it pretty frankly. She will just follow his commands and fall to his whims, which obviously, I think she thinks that us doing this for her and de-seating the Baron means that we'll have a friend in her, but obviously if she's serving Strahd, then for how long? Who knows?
I think her.
Go on.
I think her purpose is her saying, if we're in her good books, we can also be in Strahd's good books. However, she doesn't know that we've already dealt with Strahd and we are not in his good books. She's basically offering a large bag of gold for us to remove Pharaoh's sister.
I mean,
And there is also, so the Baron's son and her daughter were to marry. She stopped with the Baron's family for a week. Within 1 week, she became completely mad. There is nothing I could do medically or with spells to help her.
oh, she's
just completely
Mad.
unhinged, mad, complete madness.
Did she say
And
anything that made sense?
the only thing I can gather is there is the son, Victor. He is doing some form of arcane dabbling or research. Apparently you can see arcane lights from his room at night. So I can only assume there is something that is magically going on. The person who has been following you guys around town also serves Lady Voctor. And he is apparently now going to be leaving us alone. Who knows? We'll see.
That's a positive.
Well,
Positive.
unless we're seen to be dealing with the Barons, any of the Barons' men, and then apparently they're out to get us. So,
Not so.
And then the girl that is married, right opposite her bedroom, there is something dead in there. However, in trying to gain the favour of Lady Voctor and not cause shit, we decided not to investigate. But there is definitely some form of necromancy going on.
Wise choice, I think.
so how was your day?
Guys. Well, you tell it, Farah. It's fine.
Interesting, because we were made a somewhat similar offer. We were offered to join my sister and serve the Baron, and in exchange we were given the location of a place of great power.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah,
What
I'm alright.
Barrow doesn't do that.
That kind of power.
Just said the mountains. I think she said mountains.
Somewhere in the mountains.
Somewhere in the mountains.
A temple.
Yes.
Of arcane knowledge, perhaps.
Mm.
Mr. DM, would Ashina have any inkling to what this temple may be?
Roll history for me, please.
I'm trying to find my mouse. Two screens. I very kindly got gifted another screen for Christmas, so which is why I've been going like that all session.
Merry
And I'm like, I
Christmas.
don't know where my mouse is.
Oh, dude, Tom will be really proud. I've joined the 21st century. I've got a wireless fella and a keyboard.
No,
way. Come
mate.
on.
I will not touch wireless mouse or keyboards. I don't trust them. I'm a hardcore
Yes!
Wi-Fi.
Oh, wait, I
yes!
Not bad. I love that.
Oh, balls. That's annoying.
Damn.
So, yes, you are aware. In fact, are you still on the crude map that Pippa
Yes,
has?
I am.
Yeah.
So, as there's mention of this, Ashina will ask to see the map, and as you produce it, you're aware of Mount Gakis. Mount Gakis is to the south. So on your crude map, it's a little bit, you're not entirely sure how accurate the geography here is to the south. There's certainly no lake here that you're aware of. But around here, in between these two, there's a large, very large mountain that goes way into the snow and ice. Somewhere around there. And it's over a place known as Selonka Pass, which is TSOLENKA.
Please repeat all that.
Yeah, sure. Selonka Pass. So TSOLENKA Pass, which you
Okay.
That's a great word.
Yeah,
Oh,
which you
right.
believe is this bridge. You believe that's Selonka Pass. And it, in theory, leads into the frozen wasteland that is Mount Gakis. And you've heard pack members say that in the frozen wastes, there is an ancient structure older than any settlement. Older than Strahd, old Barovia, and you think that that's where this, with your natural 20, you think, but
I
you would
will not
also
ask any more questions for this.
no, fully boots, mate. This is why we play tabletop roleplay games. But you would be relatively fine if you were to shift into your wolf form, but you would have to prepare for this. You would have to buy equipment for this. This is an expedition into the frozen wastes. To go unprepared would be certain death.
Yes. But there are spell books.
Hundreds of them.
Hundreds of them. Just saying.
A power older than Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, if it turns out there's only one spell book, you know she doesn't like you, Pippa.
Oh, I've not flirted effectively enough. I'm gonna propose something wild. If we don't like Lady Voctor as a leader, potential leader, we don't like the Baron as a potential leader, why don't we just make a third option?
I was thinking along the same lines.
I mean, obviously, we can just leave both well the fuck alone. But does anyone have any other option? Any other thought? So to speak?
Evolution.
Brings to my mind too.
Evolution.
If I was to pick a leader of this town, it would be Father Lucian.
Yeah. Irina could pose as some sort of, because she's of like noble blood, isn't she? I know she's not from here, but she has nobility, and we could play a kind of, we've got noble blood, we've got.
Well, we can always ask
Lord
Irina and double check.
Yeah, we've got noble blood, we've got religion. Like, how else do you control a mass of people if not with God and pedigree?
Well, I think if we're smashing heads, then no one's really going to argue.
True that.
But what about Willow?
That's the biggest question.
What do you
I
think,
would
Farrow?
prefer to leave this town without violence on either side. Whilst if I have to take her out, then so be it. But I would prefer another way.
I mean, obviously, we don't have to do anything now.
No.
My concern, and if we disrupt the balance of power in this town, even if we replace it with someone favourable to us, how long or how much can be withstained until the place crumbles? For now, I don't like what they're doing here. Every instinct I have is to act against them. But I question the wisdom, given the state of this land, of affecting the power in it idly. This is not a path we should undertake unless we have to, unless we are offered no other choice. In any conflict, the people will suffer. Some suffer now, but we may make things worse rather than better, and we should be sure that acting will improve this town and not make things worse.
So
we've also got the invitation to meet the Baron from your sister.
We also don't know what's going on behind those doors. Yes, they do enjoy what they do, and that unsettles me deeply. But sometimes harsh regimes are the more stable. And I trust Voctor less than I trust this Baron. If she will truck with Strahd, then she's no friend of ours. She's no friend of mine.
And she keeps dead things in her house.
As to that, I might be able to get up to that window if I go at night and go quiet.
I might also.
But I would have to go alone. Or perhaps with you wild shape something small.
that I can do. Say that again, sorry.
I mean,
You went very quiet.
oh, sorry. I don't care much for this town, to be honest. I don't see the sense in torturing people, but at the same time, I agree. I want to get out of this shithole alive, and I don't think that us meddling in other people's affairs is really the best way to do that. I think the important thing is that Lady Vocta does not rise to power, because she will actively work against us.
Mm.
Whereas
Knowingly or unknowingly.
Mm.
Well, probably knowingly. It doesn't matter. Either way, Strahd will act against us, and she will do as Strahd tells her.
Okay.
I think what we need to establish is whether Strahd has any bearing on the Baron at all, because then we're just in the same problem.
Would Ashina know if the devil has any hold over the barons of other towns or anything like that?
Okay, let's have another history check. I'm going to give you this with disadvantage just in case.
Just in case it's another natural 20.
Well, this is I'm going to justify the disadvantage. This isn't something that you would be privy to.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So no. Yeah. I don't like a hard and fast no. It should be no, but no, but this is the politics. You're aware of pack politics, and the pack doesn't go into towns. So no, you don't have knowledge of that.
Okay. So, Lady Vocta's a no. We are no. We do not like this one.
I think not. I don't think her daughter deserves to suffer. So if we can find that prick of a son and see if we can put an end to that, then so be it. But again, if he's going to get us killed, then it's not worth it.
Agreed. I am not dying here. The dead thing in the house, how invested are we into even discovering this? And I know it's, did you say it was necromantic magic, Ashina?
It was certainly necromantic in nature, but I can't ascertain to source or anything without physically seeing it.
Okay. How heart set are we on investigating that?
I think it's more a case of, are we interested in knowing what it is? Because obviously, been thinking, if Lady Vocta was to come to power, is that something of her doing? Or is it just coincidence?
Yeah, or something Strahd's planted in her house.
But either way, if we go back, I would assume it is going to be difficult because of our very clean friend, as I shall now continue to call him.
Mr. Very Clean.
Mr. Clean.
Can we call him Squeaky?
Push!
Squeaky clean. Good line. So, nice to know, but not a need to know.
I think
I would say
for
so.
now.
I think a meeting with the Baron is going to be incredibly difficult to manage strategically. If we're looking at letting, forgive me, I was going to use this particular saying, but I'm going to change my mind. If we're looking at leaving things as they are, is it even worth meeting him?
Not unless we have to. Willow seemed to think that if we meet him, we will be tied to giving him an answer, and the answer of no will lead to conflict.
Yeah.
Perhaps for now we leave well alone.
Okay.
Is it worth in the interest of trying not to cause conflict, we leave.
I think that's potentially the wisest course of action. We've already got pretense with the innkeeper, as we said we were going to go look at the wine place. So
Yes.
we've already got a previous engagement, and I think Lady Vocta and the Baron would appreciate the fact that we're keeping our word, even if we are using it as like an escape mechanism.
The wine is the lifeblood of this place, after all. We are doing a favour to the town by investigating. Yeah. And perhaps we send word to both parties exactly to that effect.
Okay. I think that
tell them what we're up to, but it keeps the peace. It keeps us out of the politics for now.
Yeah. And out of sight, out of mind.
And if we potentially... Do you think there is going to be any problems with us just walking out? Or are we going to have to just go at night?
I think it'd be more difficult to leave at night, in truth.
Yeah. I think that looks more suspicious. If we send messages, or like... I'm a bit reticent to go and see people again. Maybe like sending like letters, and then be like, we've got a previous agreement with Innkeeper Man. We don't like leave loose ends. We like to keep our word. Blah blah blah. Let's go to the winery, because the winery leads us close to some other things.
We could potentially look at on the way.
We've got that abbey is nearby.
I suppose all that leaves then is, well, how much we need those rewards. The gold, I think, we could do without, but the power that Willow knows of, maybe that's something we need. I don't know.
You say we don't need the gold.
Well, we might get paid from the wine and that shit. But also there's Irina, Gertruda. Is it possible that the Baron or Lady Vocta could turn on them?
I think not. They came to town with us. They are known to be our allies, and I don't think either party would not risk, but would not easily draw our ire, lest we affect the power in this town.
Yeah,
that means that keep them safe.
I think we're in the middle of the scale, aren't we? And they're scared of tipping us one way or the other. And if they touch either of them, go for Gertruda or Irina, we would tip the scale in favour of the other.
Well,
No, it's always choosing the least worst option in this place.
Yeah, on that we agree. Horace.
So the question...
You may have business at Kresk. Would you like to attend to that before the winery?
I would be incredibly interested in going to Kresk.
If we could, I would much appreciate it.
Because Willow said about having to have a favour to get in.
A favour to get into Kresk?
Yeah, she couldn't get in. She tried to get in and they wanted something. She just described it as a favour. I don't know if a favour is like, I'll do something for you.
A favour for a favour.
Or a favour as in here, a gift. But for some reason, whatever it was, she couldn't fulfil it and she couldn't get in. But we could always go and ask the price. But I'd be incredibly interested in going there. One of the cards, I'm getting obsessed with these cards that Madame Eva gave us, but talks about, I think it's the Abbey in Horace.
Yeah.
It's going to be somebody that's wandering of Vistania that can help us. I'm very interested in going there.
What wasn't there some
Sorry, please.
some talk of some, what was it, a monster there?
Something had gone wrong with the priest or the abbot, the person who ran the place. Something he was.
They are a creature, aren't they?
Well, they are.
Yes, the abbot. As it's
He's
an
a
abbot, it
creature.
would be an abbot, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Which sounds, well, it sounds like it could be similar to what may have happened to my family. Either way, favour or no favour, we'll be getting into that town.
Yeah. Maybe we go to the town. We go there swiftly, as reasonably swiftly as we can. Much as I love travelling, I don't like being on the road here. We get there. If they say you need to give us a favour, at least we'll know what the favour is, and we might be able to attain it somewhere nearby.
Well, perhaps if the winery's been out of service for some time.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
The gift of wine. Wine,
Many prefer
not
that as a gift.
potentially. Okay.
All right,
That
thank you.
sounds good.
As Ashina's going, like looking at this map that Pippa's been drawing up, she'd point at Perez and say, what was the story between this town and that house? That little house above it? What were their stories?
No house look.
That to do with the silver dragon, isn't it? Dave did tell us the
Yes.
name earlier, but I wasn't quick enough to write it down.
God damn it, that's what I was coming to you to get.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave, can you repeat that?
Yeah, I can. I can spell it for you as well. Argenvost. So
Is that the Silver Dragon place?
yes, this is.
Nice.
So it's as it sounds, really. Argyn, ARGY. NVOS. Yeah, Vost Holt. Holt meaning house, I think. So Argenvost house. Argenvost Holt.
Yeah. Again mentioned in Madame Eva's cards. Potentially.
Importante.
Potentially. And I'm reading between the lines. There's only one of the cards that I'm completely befuddled by, but I don't even have a guess for what it might be.
So I believe I was scrolling and got absent-minded. But I believe the Olgan Vast Holt is, Dave was saying, there are undead that come from there that are enemies of Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think we may have met one of them.
Yeah.
And he said, come find me.
Come find me.
Come find me.
Willow said
But
they were
obviously-
mindless, and yet the gentleman that we interacted was far from mindless.
Not mindless. And very strong. He defeated a lot of the enemies that were attacking him.
Yes.
Diplomacy 10.
You defeated loads of those things. The saying I was going to say.
Ashina is none the wiser.
Yeah, the saying I was going to say about the town that we're in was I was going to say if we were going to let sleeping dogs lie. And I was like, no, move on. But maybe we go up to the winery, like map on table, using mouthpiece of pipe, indicate where she's talking. We go, the winery is our cover. Going to sort the winery out is cover. If we're seen walking in the opposite direction, that looks silly and puts us at risk of making ourselves liars. So the truth of the matter is we are going to go and do the winery. We're just going to go do stuff afterwards also. Yeah, exactly. It's mostly the truth. Yeah, so if we go to Perez, see what the gift is, what gift we need, or favour, then the winery, potentially to get a gift or to sort it out. And then the res,
The
and the dragon place.
the only thing that I will say,
Mm.
the closer we get to Kresk, the closer I get to my old den.
Okay.
And even though the devil pulled off the last attack, I don't know if they will still pursue.
Fair to assume that they may well do.
Mm.
They want me dead. It doesn't. Strahd asking them to not continue doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to come back, finish the job.
No, please.
The person you were with them isn't the person you are now.
But
them,
regardless, it can still put us all in danger.
I'll be in danger for you.
As will I. And the other thought is simply this. Anything we do comes with risk.
Mm.
So we either go and do this or we sit in this town until we die of old age.
Yeah. Front foot narrative.
If there's one thing I've learned about Bavaria, people don't get to old age. Not without
Never planned on
making
making
some
it
dire
there.
choices.
We'll be okay.
We won't be here forever. Not if we follow the cards. We can do this. She sits back, finishes the pipe weed that she's taken from home because it reminds her of home. She needs some home right now.
Is it worth us trying to get provisions we might need for cold weather? That way we don't have to come back to Vallaki until we want to.
Might be a chance we could get it in Carez, though, potentially.
Perhaps.
After.
I mean, we'll have to return to Vallaki once we've tended to the matter at the winery. If we
could
want to be paid.
Do that.
We could potentially look for something clothing-wise. The other thing we could potentially do... Mr. DM, talking out of character, I have leather workers' tools.
Interesting.
Could I potentially make something that would work in cold weather? Obviously, it would take time.
A ranger.
Okay, I'm going to give you this for free. No roll required. Yes is the short answer, but you would need materials. It occurs to Ashina that the only materials available that you know of that you could use to construct yourself would be wolf pelts. Lots of them.
Axworth.
Horace, that's a little insensitive.
Oh. Sorry.
It's what is it? It's what I was here for.
And considering also our last fight, that might be hard to procure. Let alone the emotional damage.
Emotional damage. If you'll forgive me, because if anyone ever does watch this stream, and if ever they run games, they'll be so proud of you guys. It's an actual dream running for you. I will tell you that the last encounter you had was an ambush. You were on the back foot from the start. If the tails were turned the way that you were able to deal and handle, if you were on the offensive, the shoe would be on the other foot.
Front foot narrative. We can't counterpunch our way out of this one.
I'm, for one, I'm done reacting to these situations. I'm done having my teeth kicked in.
It may, Ashina will say that it may be worth having a look at seeing what there is to combat the cold. Worst case, I may have to make some more unquestionable choices with your help.
Nice.
I wonder perhaps if we should ask Father Lucian to investigate this on our behalf. Might be better if we're not seen, if we're grabbing furs for cold weather. I mean, you're going to look over at Sheena. You perhaps could do with some better provisions for the road. But on the whole, it would look suspicious if we're gathering winter wear. Father Lucian, on the other hand,
I potentially have some items for trade. I still have Talis shirts. I still have her mace. Her short sword. It may be worth seeing what we can get.
hang on.
I still have a shield as well somewhere.
We also have some black books, a ruby, another short sword, and about 81 gold and 12 silver pieces, but that's split between gold and silver. We also have 12 platinum pieces, electron pieces, sorry. So we have some funds.
Yeah. Which I would like to pillage. I have a couple of spells to write up.
That is fair. And if obviously we are making a trip on the road, and speaking out of character, I really need to go back and double check through my notes. But I can't remember if it was here or Kresk we had to go to potentially get a diamond with 300 gold.
I think it was Krez.
I think it might be off the top of my head.
Because I've got on a different note, spells to learn. I have disguise self, protection from good and evil, dark vision, hold person, invisibility, and magic weapon. Imagine I make Farrow invisible. Or you could wild shape and then I could make you invisible post wild shape. That's how it works, because if she were to cast a spell, then she would unvisible, because it's not great invisibility, is it?
Yeah, and there's certain spells I can cast.
Yeah.
I would allow it as long as you've got time to prepare. Either way, it wouldn't make much. Yeah,
I think learning something like magic weapon, invisibility, hold person would be pretty sweet. But I need paper and I need ink.
Should we have, because we're getting close to 11 o'clock? Should we sort of? Do you want a quick shop around? Because we can sort of metagame this. I'm not going to go through the full rigmarole with you gang, if that's all right.
Yeah, I'm happy if everyone else is happy.
Yeah.
What I need you to do in terms of cold weather gear, it's virtually all of your funds to get a set each. It's expensive. If you're wanting various arcane bits and pieces for Pippa's spells, it would be approximately 4 times the price in Vallaki.
Yeah, we'll look somewhere else.
Yeah, sorry, this was going to be a short shopping trip. If
That's a lot to pay for invisibility.
you could inquire about a diamond, there would be one, but it is going to cost you 1,000 gold or 900 gold instead of 300 gold.
Jesus wept.
We don't have that.
Not
So
even close.
party funds are 76 gold, 12 electrum, and 90 silver pieces. I've got 18 on me
Oh, let's see what I've
that
got.
I'm happy to throw in, but it doesn't even
same.
scratch the surface.
I've got 15.
Yeah.
I have 6.
Yay,
I think
I have 14 gold.
we could always just try like attacking the mist and see if more wolves spawn.
Options?
Skin the wolves.
Hmm.
Infinite fur hack. You're welcome.
Strip the fairy wall!
Amazing. It could work. It could work. Infinite. Jeez.
Emotional damage.
So yeah, maybe for now that stays on the back burner, but it should be a goal.
Yes, agreed.
Okay. Shall we prepare for next session then with an action plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. To caress?
as Josh masks Macy.
You see nothing.
There's
Josh is
nobody
basically
here.
in the street.
So if
You
I'm
see nothing.
if I'm correct, you want to leave Vallaki, make it obvious. In fact, if anything, inform both parties
Yeah.
that you're
Write a
leaving
letter.
Vallaki.
Yeah, we can
Mhm.
pen a letter.
And you want to head to Kresk first and then to the winery, or the other way around?
Kresk Winery, I think.
Yeah. I think
Are
if
we
you stop
going
by
to want to
Kresk.
see the magical wizard of Oz on the way?
The magical wizard of Oz. The tower.
Mm-hmm.
We can have a look at it.
Yeah.
It's
In fact, we
directly
can potentially camp
road,
outside.
isn't it?
Yeah, if we need to, and we get to there at that time of day, we can camp there.
Yeah. I like
Wait.
it. From Vallaki to Wizard's Tower as a potential sleepy place.
Yeah.
And then Perez, see what gift we need. Hopefully we might have it. If we don't have it, then winery and then back to Perez.
Yeah.
What we can't buy with charm, we'll buy with wine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And if all else fails, we'll buy it with force.
That too. We're multifaceted. We have lots of layers.
And
I think what we'll do then, gang, is we'll wrap up there with how are you going to travel? You're aware of the fact that you would have to go swiftly to get from Vallaki to the Wizard's Tower to arrive there well before nightfall, so you could arrange a camp before it got dark, or you could take your time and you would be there sort of as it's starting to get dark, if not dark.
Farrowwood would shift a little uncomfortably and look at Ashina and say, I mean, I hate to ask, but would you be willing to act as a faster means of travel for myself and Pippa?
It can be done.
Cool.
Can I also ask Father Lucian before we leave if there is any chance of some holy water.
Please.
Yeah,
Please,
sure.
please, shove it on top.
I'll tell you what.
Because you didn't kill us today, Mr. DM.
Roll persuasion for me. Let's see. Your DC's 10. If you get above 10, he will have prepared some.
Just to let you know, it's -1.
You got
3.
this.
He doesn't have the resources. If you were to give him, I think it's 25 gold's worth of silver powder. I mean, he's poor, but he would, for your next visit, he would be able to prepare you as much as, he'd do as best as he can, but he doesn't have the resources available.
I think
That is fair.
if we do well, if Horace can hear, essentially Horace would maybe like butt in when Father Lucian's saying, I can't do it. Horace would kind of like butt in and say, let me see what I can do. I can't guarantee anything, but I'll try.
Nice.
Okay, dear boy.
Mhm.
I'm intrigued.
Not about the silver, about the holy water.
Oh, okay. Righto.
I'm not. There's no way I'm getting any more silver. There's no way I'm giving it to you. I'm joking.
Stop asking for communion.
Someone stop me talking.
Stop.
So
Okay.
let's. What I'm going to do then? You've got your plan. You're on the road. You get to the Wizard's Tower just before nightfall. So what I'll do is actually reveal the. If that's okay, as long as I'm not forcing you to.
Yeah, just unlikely.
Sorry, did we rest before we left, or did we just head out? We just head out, right?
We're well
We just
rested,
headed
aren't
out.
we?
We did have a long rest at the start of the.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
What I'd
Nice.
suggest to you is you'd probably sleep off the rest of the day here and head off first light to give you the best opportunity.
So we send the letters just before we leave. Gives
Okay.
Pippa time to write them.
It just gives me a
And
chance to
then-
switch.
Would that technically be another long rest, Mr. Dear?
It would be. You can have another long rest. Not that it matters with 2024 rules, because you get all your hit dice back on the 2024
On the
rules
one.
anyway.
No, slots.
Yahoo! It's more because I need the long rest to do a little switcheroo with some spells.
Okay, yeah, sure. Fine, that's fine. What I'll do then, gang, you should have the image in front of you just as it starts to get to night time. You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog crosses the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on top of it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolding clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings flanked, covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon, spattered with mud. So this is the fan art of the Wizard's Tower. So you're next to Lake Baratok. This is as close to home as Ashina's come back to. And the other thing I would like to do just before we finish is show you my Christmas present from Sammi.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sick.
Oh, mate, that looks awesome.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
That's so cool.
It looks really
Well
good.
done, Sammi.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Thank you, Sammi.
Nice.
It's going to
You're
be my
welcome.
Strahd t-shirt.
Oh,
Ah, the things that
Should
teacher
have
received.
added PTSD to it. Post-traumatic stress disorder.
I'm surprised it's not full of itching powder, actually. Fuck you, Dave. Fuck you. Right. So if anyone has watched, please do like and subscribe. As Macy said right at the start, we should have Macy as our marketing executive.
Be like our announcer.
He's
You know, like when
lurking.
you go into like a royal palace and they're like, the lords and
Now
ladies.
announcing.
Yeah.
Give him
Oh,
yeah,
hi.
there you go. She can't hear. Yeah.
We're complimenting you.
They're saying you should do announcements and introductions.
Oh hell yeah! I'm so down.
There you go.
Macy's on board.
We're all in agreement.
And
Right,
so it was
so-
written.
Yeah, we've got literal proof. It's on the internet. I'm going to turn. I'm going to turn this thing off now, then, guys. Thanks for playing,
Good
y'all.
night. Happy New Year, people.